Sam Dean Girl O2, love you back. Love all y'all. All right. What's up, Highfill?
What's up? We're talking Walker because it's back tonight.
It is back tonight. Yeah.
With what seems like a very big episode, but
yeah.
before we get into like specifically that, I want to chat because we haven't talked. Obviously, the last episode ended with Mickey's goodbye, which was like so beautiful. And I told Anna, I was like, I was a little scared that we weren't gonna get like a James Walker goodbye. And I know that scene was like added later in the run.
It was, yeah.
What was it like for you to actually like film that? Because I know everyone's talked about like everyone came to set. It was such a moment. What was that experience like for you?
I mean, Lindsay Morgan is awesome. She's a wonderful person, and she was and is and always will be part of the family, and so we all just wanted to know how much she was supported, so people came out, and we in the times of COVID, everybody was respectful and socially distanced, but all the cast came to watch. And when Anna and added that scene, we knew that I think you and I and Anna and a lot of the fans as well kind of knew that her character and her as a person deserved a proper, see you later. And so they added that scene, and it was one of those tough scenes it was just so, it was a really special scene because, between Kobe and Lindsay and me, we all care about each other. We all support each other, both on and off screen. And so to get there and just have a quiet set and shoot that scene, and kind of laugh a little bit and cry a little bit, and say, wish you all the best all the time, was pretty special.
Yeah. So when we pick up again, how is Walker faring without Mickey? Mickey was like such a key component, especially in season 1 of his like healing journey. How is he doing without her?
Well, he's a little, Walker's been through some loss before. And with Emily in season 1 and whatnot, and Hoyt, obviously. And so he knows it's his job to get back on the horse and move forward, but he certainly feels the law. He feels the absence, he's committed to moving forward and one step at a time. And that's, not that the show is a law enforcement show necessarily. It's more of a family show where the guy's in law enforcement. Yeah. But that's the job of law enforcement. Sometimes things don't work out, and you have to just go like, okay, put your shoes back on and get back on the road. And so he's dedicated to moving forward almost in her honor, almost like, okay, she's doing what she had to do. But I'm going to keep on moving forward until I see her.
Yeah. We have people from all over the world. This is cool.
Yeah.
This is also why I would never go live unless I was like going live with you, because the people on my live would be like, my brother.
Well, yeah. And by the way, even when we go live together, we don't really go live together. Go live. You go live, then I go live, then you go live, then we go live.
Dude, I deleted the first 2. No one will ever know.
Oh, really? Oh, that's genius. See, I didn't.
Well, I'm not gonna like save videos of me being like,
Well, then what am I gonna watch? That's all I watch at night. And in the morning to get me through rough times.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh, Brazil. I'm saying Brazil.
It's crazy. Brazil. I know. I always have the urge to like try to figure out what time it is in all these places, but I could never do it fast enough. Yeah. But very cool that you all are here.
I'm finding out that so when I FaceTime the kids, like when I was in Vancouver for Supernatural or at set and they're at home, I realized that, if it's like, give me a kiss goodnight, I'll do that number to the camera, but the kids just go like this because they're kissing my face on the screen, So all I see is like nose and like a little bit of eyebrow and eyelash. But now I'm doing the same thing, like looking at all the videos, just a big Padalecki forehead right up in the camera.
Oh, gosh.
Well,
are we... Okay, I remember I feel like it was maybe even in the premiere of season 2, but it was definitely at the start, was like the scene I remember of like Walker and Trey jogging. And I was like, oh, this is kind of fun. Like, I like that they're bonding. Is losing Mickey kind of gonna like bring them together even a bit more?
Big time.
Okay.
Big time. We love Jeff, Pierre. What's up, Jeff? We love Trey, obviously. And much like it would happen in real life, you know, if somebody who you cared about deeply lost somebody as well, or somebody left, or they went their separate ways, you kind of bond and grow together even more. And so we do see Trey and what he means to the Walker family.
Yeah.
As we move forward. I
love Trey
amazing.
So much.
Yeah, so he's amazing. Yeah. And Jeff is a stallion. A great guy. He's a husband and a father and a family man, and he's intelligent and funny, and 45 ab muscles. I don't even.
Oh.
Yeah, 46 maybe. I think he's been doing some more sit-ups. So yeah, but I'm always like, hey, Jeff, I love to see you, but don't stand too close to me, because I don't want my wife to see you and me next to each other. Because she'll be like,
So you actually requested the jogging scene so that like you could get a workout in with them? That's what you're telling me?
No, I requested that Keegan and Jeff jog beside each other, and I was away from them. I was like, I can be in front of them or in back of them, but just don't put me next to these two little rip dudes. You know, old man Padalecki. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so let's get into tonight's episode, because we're gonna see Walker step up as like a little like interim captain for a second, right? How does that go?
Well, it's not Walker's comfort zone, and he loves being the soldier, not the general, you know. And I know the feeling, you know. That's kind of where I was on Supernatural, you know, because obviously I'm a producer.
Yeah.
So I help call the shots. But on Supernatural, Jensen and I both were just sort of like, all right, you tell us what our job is and we'll do it. And that's where Walker is comfortable. And so having to step up and get out of his comfort zone to do just that and be interim captain makes him realize that maybe that's not the route he wants to go anyways. Like he's happy where he is on the ladder, working to make the world a better place. Doesn't want to be the one calling the shots with that responsibility. And it's a kudos to Kobe and Captain James that they do take that responsibility to kind of call the shots.
Yeah. I also just love that you're showing that storyline on a show, because I feel like it's so rarely shown that like someone doesn't want to climb a ladder in any sort of like job.
Yeah.
And I feel that way personally. I'm like, I don't know that I ever need to like really climb. Like, I'm kind of happy where I am.
Yes. I think it's a great lesson, and it's fun to see this guy Walker, who's, you know, a father and a friend and a son and a ranger, but he's sort of like, hey, my plate's already full. Like I don't, you know, I'm getting enough to eat. I don't need more, you know. So it's been fun to play with. I'm seeing all y'all's stuff going. I don't know if there's like different settings, but I just want to say to everybody who's watching, love you. I see Jared Kiss, but loving that y'all are here. Thank y'all.
It's crazy. They really like you. Did you know?
I don't know. It's all my family.
Yeah, it's your thousands of family
members. Yes.
Of all sides.
Yeah.
Okay, my biggest question is, when will Walker listen to Liam about the Davidsons? Because I feel like I think I am Liam. Like, I too am screaming, and I'm like, stop trusting these people.
Yeah.
So trustworthy.
I think Walker wants to be the peacemaker. You know, I mean, that's his nature and it's his nurture. You know, as a law enforcement official, it's your job to keep peace. And you know, him having a childhood relationship with Denise Davidson makes him go like, oh, well, she's not too bad. You know, I remember, like, she can't be too bad, and she wouldn't have married a bad guy, and you know, her mom is, but she's fine. Like, she's no harm. But as we progress this season, Walker finds out the hard way that he might have needed to listen to his little brother. And I am a brother, so I kind of like that, even though I'm playing the big brother, which I'm a big brother.
Yeah.
But I kind of like, little brother's right. I'm going to tell my brother, older brother Jeff, like, hey, see? Like, life imitates art, art imitates life.
Yeah.
Brother.
I will admit, Liam has been like losing his mind a little bit more than I have, but like still, he's getting it.
He's getting it. Yeah, he's on to something. And it's certainly they continue to bicker like only siblings can. And then Walker starts to realize for himself that something is rotten in the state of Denmark, in the state of Davidson.
Right.
So yeah, we get really deeply into that as the season progresses.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I'm reading into every moment at this point, but there's a hug.
Yeah.
Between Walker and Jerry. I've seen a photo.
Oh, really? Is it Walker Jerry, or is it me hugging my friend?
No, it's Walker Jerry.
Okay.
You're in character. Okay. What
am I doing? The full thing? Am I doing like the?
Yeah. That's how I know. That's how I know it's Walker.
Yeah, it's how goofy I'm being or not. Yeah. Walker loves Jerry. Jerry loves Walker. They share, they're members of a club that no one wants to be a member of, which is they lost, their best person. And there is that deep foundation within them where they've known each other for so long before anybody had a badge or anybody had a wife or kids or a job or a life. And so they can trust each other. They have that depth. And so I do think that Walker is going to need to lean on Jerry a little bit, now that he lost Mickey.
Yeah.
And obviously he lost Emily. And so he just needs that person outside of his family, especially when Liam's barking at him about the Davidsons. He needs that person outside of his family that he trusts like family. And Jerry's that person. So I think we'll see them chatting a lot as well. All right. Maybe even
a hug.
Even a hug. Yeah.
What are you like most looking forward to getting into in the back half of season 2 as the story progresses?
I think one of the things that I really enjoy about this show is, we have an amazing team of writers, and being a father myself, and a lot of them are parents as well, getting to see how they play out the storylines with the kids, with Stella and August. I feel like it's parent training. So selfishly, when I was in Vancouver on Supernatural, I'd go home to an empty apartment and be like, guess I'm going to bed, or I guess Netflix. But here I get home and it's dad. And so I enjoy practicing and rehearsing parenting with somebody else's words, but I love seeing Violet and Kale kind of grow up both on screen and off. And I love that's the one thing I never got to do in my career before this was be a parent. I'd done 20 years of television and movies and whatnot. I had never been able to kind of explore that relationship, and so I'm really enjoying all the stuff between a father without a spouse, trying to navigate those waters.
Yeah, I'm gonna steal from a question I just saw on the screen, which is: Is August gonna get some dad time?
I hope so. I think Cordell is a little bit tough love currently, but I know that I think Cordell is finding himself in a place where he doesn't know how to deal with August just yet. He doesn't know how to deal with Stella either. But yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna make a phone call as soon as this is over and be like, hey, let's do some Augie Cordy scenes.
The fans have spoken. It's what they want.
That's what they want. And I want it, you want it, we all want it.
Yeah. What do you feel like is the biggest change in Walker from episode 1 to now?
God, that's a great question. Obviously in episode 1, he had a lot of demons. He had lost his wife, his best friend. He had gone undercover and done some stuff that he wasn't really proud of. He felt guilty about it. He felt kind of shamed about it, or shameful rather. And these days, I think he's just excited to kind of be back on track. Like, I think we start season 2 and, he's jogging with Trey and with Liam, and he's working out again. He's kicking ass at his job again, kicking butt.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, I don't know. I
I don't know. What are the rules? Kicking bottom again. And so we see him back on track and getting his life back together. And he's optimistic now. Even with Mickey leaving, Walker is optimistic that she's doing what's right for her, you know? So I think he's looking more outward as opposed to focusing on worrying about what's happening inward. And so he's choosing to see the positive, which I really enjoy.
Yeah. Another thing I'm kind of still, something someone said just sparked something in me, which is, do you think Walker would ever go undercover again? Is that just in his past at this point?
He would. If it was necessary, he would. I don't think he is dying to do it, but if it's as important as it was the first time around, then yeah, he'll go.
Yeah. Oh, now people are just giving me questions. This is great, guys. This is helping me with my job.
Can you do it in Portuguese?
Cannot and will not, because I will offend someone. No, but someone asked, how is it working with Mitch on this show versus obviously Supernatural?
I love it. So awesome. So I think I don't know if I've said this, whatever. So when we were developing the show initially, 2 years ago or 3 years ago, whenever it was, 3 years ago now, 2019, and we were talking about fleshing out the family and what the characters would be like. I think there was like a 1-page story outline about what the show Walker would be about. And I called Anna and was like, hey, Dad Walker, Bonham, Mitch Padalecki. Like, there's the one thing. And she's like, oh my God, he'd be great. Like, would he do it? I was like, I'll call him. And so sure enough, a week or two later, I called him. I was like, hey, would you ever be interested in like doing a show? You play my dad. You've already played my granddad. So now you play my dad. So we're going to age you down a little bit. But he was like, all right, where do I go? So I was like, yeah, I can do that. Texas? All right. Like totally answered like Bonham. But it's great. And he lives here now, obviously. So he's just down the road. And during Snowpocalypse, which we had a snowstorm in Austin last year, right around this time, February though, he lost power. And so he was here for a week, playing guitar, singing for the kids and playing with the kids. And I adore Mitch. I got to know him a lot better on this show. I already knew that I loved him. But certainly since he's been down in Austin on Walker, I got to realize how much of a great guy he is. Sure.
Okay.
I
feel like, is there anything else you would like to say to the world on this live?
Oh gosh. Well, I think this is my first live.
I don't think it is. I think you're lying.
I don't know. This may be my first Instagram live. I've done a Facebook live years ago, but if this is indeed my first Instagram live, then there's no one I would have rather shared it with than you, Samantha Highfill.
Very sweet.
I miss you.
Only because I'm just as technologically challenged
as
you are.
Oh, by the way, I don't know. I'm just going to wait till my phone dies to end this. I don't know how to leave it. So.
No, I think I end it.
Okay.
But anyway, to all of you watching, thank you for being here. Walker's back tonight. Very exciting. And yeah, Jared, thanks for doing this. It was good to see you.
Good to see you back.